Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. It's Jen here. This is for Leo. I'm afraid I said Leo in Capricorn's reading, and then people hope I didn't. But anyway, this is for Leo. If I slip into another sign, it's just because I'm busy doing other things and I just forget which sign I'm on. All of these? That's too many. No, I'm rejecting your fuck. I'm just having a little battle with my cards. All right, we'll take these then. They want a lot of cards, and I'm not going to have much say in it. What's on the bottom? Ooh, Judgment. This came out for Cancer, I think. I love this. I just heard Stairway to Heaven. I guess because as I wind on down the road, I had it upside down. Something about Stairway to Heaven, if you're of my generation. Do kids listen to Zeppelin now? Do kids listen to Zeppelin nowadays? Oh my God, I'm really leaning into my elder years. Okay. I guess we're gonna have a time of it here, Leo. We have kind of two bottom of the deck cards here. So we'll go here with the Judgment card, a wake-up call, an aha moment. These can come, of course, about anything, anywhere in our lives, at any age, at any time. But it's a spiritual awakening, an awareness of something you didn't have before. Um, and these happen in tons of different ways throughout our lives. And the major arcana tries to bring us through those different situations that can bring about one of these awakenings. So we do have the Death card down here, and this is transformation. You can see cutting the ties. He's about to take that sword and cut that rope. It's just hanging on by a thread. And the Death card tells us we realize we need to take that sword and make that cut. We can't keep holding on to something. It's holding us back from winding on down the road, from our journey, from our path. And we transform because of that. Because if maybe you have to let go of a water sign, a love, because on some level it's just not right for you. But this can be any situation. And learning that lesson of having to let go of something, and you won't go back to it, and you have to look forward and not bring this with you to the point where you can't be excited about what's coming up next. So we're not living in the past, we're looking forward to the future. Although it's interesting, this king has this telescope or whatever it's called. What's in the background there? Oh, it's a mermaid, of course, and dolphins. All right, what's this card? Eight of Wands, things moving very quickly. So you may have a relationship or had a relationship, because this is kind of the foundation that I feel like you're the one breaking it off. We'll see what the other cups, or you the Eight of Wands is when you've put things out there. Maybe you've started a dating site, you put an offer on something, you applied for a job, you applied for school, but it's on the other side of the country and you have a significant other. Yeah, I mean, it could be anything really. And all of a sudden the news comes in, and then it creates this whirlwind of activity that needs to happen, which can feel like a lot, right? It can feel like a lot, because if you find that you got into school and you're moving somewhere, or you got a job and you're moving somewhere, even if you don't have to literally move, but your job is even if it's in the same company. You have to go through all your shit and pack up your desk and whatever. Um, you may need to be training someone while you're learning all sorts of. I mean, it's just that situation. All this thing can happen, and it's positive, um, but it can seem a little bit overwhelming just because of the sheer kind of volume and swiftness of the situation. What's this? Temperance, balance, Sagittarius card. You could be into yoga. You could really be into mindfulness, dancing. It's about bringing your life into balance. And I hate that because I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm like, ugh, balance. Yeah, whatever. But I always feel so much better when I'm balanced. These two cards now have come out for several signs, or a couple signs. It's you can kind of see so the balance between, yep, I'm just merrily going on my way, and oh fuck, I have a ton of shit to do. Like, how do we balance? It's like that life work balance. So I'm going to put this temperance card in between these two cards. What do we got over here? Ooh, Ace of Wands, fired up. I mean, you could meet someone and just be really swept away. Like, how do I stay in balance with all this passion and excitement and action and energy and sex and feelings and creativity? It's like it sparks a whole side of you that had kind of been dormant for a while, and it's all coming to life at the same time, this awakening. I mean, the judgment is a wake-up call. This is holding on too tight. Above the judgment card, that's letting go. And maybe you were with someone, or you used to be, where you just were trying to hold on to money or people or situations or things. It's an issue of control. And that's exactly what the judgment does. It's like, I'm not going to try to control shit anymore because it's just making me out of balance. The world, yeah, I'm letting go. Again, flinging her hat into the air. You could be moving someplace where there's water or something like that. Going on vacation, taking a break, coming back into balance with vacation. But the world is when we've made a decision to wrap up one phase of our life and move into another. So whether that's spiritually or literally, I feel like it's kind of both for you guys. You could be making a major move. Could be because of the breakup of a relationship. Who fucking had this? I can't remember. Someone just had this. It was either, who have I done this morning? It was either Cancer, Leo, or Capricorn. But the two cups, the love card, the Two of Cups, is still on the table. Just stop looking at the negative. I'm sorry. Ready. Yeah, look at this. I'm ready to go. I'm ready for a new adventure. You may be really, I could see you really, if you're haven't been exercising, really getting into exercising, walking, yoga. Again, you have that energy and your spark back. You could have even had like some sort of medical issue that they've figured out, and now you're feeling better again. Oh gosh, this isn't advice. I don't diagnose, but I heard Lyme or thyroid. Um, so if you have been feeling down, sometimes I have thyroid issues. I've had since I was 17. Times in my life where I've gotten depressed and just been sort of inactive and out of balance has been because my hormones, my thyroid has medication needed to be changed. So my only medical advice I give is go to the doctor if you think there's anything medically wrong with you. I'm not diagnosing you at all. Page of Wands, inspiration, communication. There's another like hiking scene here, camping. And the two beach scenes, but yeah, getting out in nature, getting fresh air, creativity. Maybe you'll take a job or where you're kind of on the road. I don't know. Maybe you're planning some sort of camping trip where you'll end up at the beach. You may have been saving money for something and never have wanted to spend it, but now you're just like, fuck it. What am I waiting for? Let's I want to travel. Let's travel. Why am I waiting for something? Well, obviously if it's safe. Only if it's safe. But I guess if you're camping, um, that's got to be pretty safe. Page of Cups, message of love. We haven't had much love coming out. It's more been an internal thing. So we have the Page of Swords. And this Queen of Swords, she's kind of like, I don't know. Maybe the person's younger than you are. Maybe feel like there's a little love bombing. I don't know. There's that red flag. She sees it. She's in her peripheral vision. She's keeping an eye out for it. Look at this cup of water. It's so interesting. It's like in that little cell. So she's like, I'll give my heart. So you may have someone that's really into you, and you're just kind of like, all right, well, we'll see. Before I give my heart, I'm keeping my eye out. I'm open to it, but I'm keeping my eye out for red flags. This is just a really nice positive energy. You may be dating, you may be going out with friends, meeting people. Again, if it's safe, COVID's still not over. Sorry, I'm a public health major. You may be also, these could be daughters, these could be just a group of friends, and it doesn't have to be female, but a group of friends you used to hang out with. You may realize you've kind of passed a milestone in your life, right? We had the world card. Maybe you're like, you realize, I don't really, just that you're kind of growing up. You're not really as worried. You're just more independent. You're not as, adolescents are worried about their peers. That's just the stage of life. And how our body and our mind and focus shifts, and maybe you're moving out of that, or you're moving into just a higher level of understanding. But also with that comes greater acceptance that you can interact with people, and it's not condescending, but it's just like you can relate. I remember when I was at that stage and what it was like. And you may have people of any age, but younger people coming to you for advice. Someone may be so this could be a child, but it could be people you work with, nieces, nephews. And you can I remember what it was like stressing and worrying about something. Slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, it's a marathon, not a sprint, and you can see you can see the big picture. I also see you're waiting. So here's someone that's maybe younger and or love bombing you or whatever, and you may be sleeping with them, but you're waiting for the right person to come in. The right person will come in.